So I'm just gonna play, watching my eyes away, Dr. Play, watching my eyes away, Dr. Play, watching my eyes away.
Welcome back, YouTube family. Well, today, guys, we are back with another one. And today on the channel, we are doing King Cake wine, taking this from a New Orleans Mardi Gras tradition. So I came to you guys today with this wine because I was thinking this would be the perfect time right around the Mardi Gras holidays to do this type of wine. And actually this is going to be a mead. So I wanted to incorporate a little of the Louisiana tradition into this and give you guys a little taste of the South. How I'm trying to come at doing this is I'm going to use as many ingredients as I can to catch that king cake flavor that we get down here from King Cake. So this might be a little bit more specific on ingredients for you guys to pick up. So if you want to come as close as possible to a king cake flavor, plus I'm going to add in the description and the notes some things that you can possibly add, and I'm going to mention on the video to tweak it how you want to and make it the way you want to or whatever. But anyway, guys, let's go over the ingredients. We are using the almonds to impart that almond kind of cake taste, like when you tasting like a wedding cake sometimes, how you get the almond taste up in the wedding cake or whatever. So we're using some almonds to go along with that, and to give it a little more distinct flavor, we are also using roasted salted almonds, and that's going to help out with the flavor. And right here in the back, this honey right here that we have is pure sourwood honey, and I have it on here because we are going to be using this to back sweeten. And the reason why we're going to use this to back sweeten, because this honey has notes of like a buttery caramel kind of taste, and it also have notes of cinnamon, which King Cake has cinnamon up in it. But along with that, we also are going to be adding a cinnamon stick to secondary. And we also have another honey that we have over here on the stove. It's a camel thorn, and camel thorn basically gives you a frosting like taste and consistency. So as you can see, we are coming together with this baking good that we are going to attempt as a mead on the channel. Now, to go over the amount that we're going to be using, we will be using 3/4 of a pound raw almonds. We're going to be using 1/4 of a pound roasted salted almonds. We're going to be using our honey, but not this one, the camel thorn that's sitting over there. We're going to use 2 pounds of that honey. Like I said, this one is going to be for back sweetening. For our acid, we will actually be using today acid blend, half a teaspoon. For wine tannin, we're actually using wine tannin today, half a teaspoon. And like I said, cinnamon is going to go up in secondary. We're also going to use 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I have to find where I put my vanilla extract, but that's going to be going up in this recipe. And what else? Oh yeah, 1 gallon of water, guys. I apologize. 1 gallon of water that we're going to be using in the recipe and also for topping up. But as usual, we have our pitcher, our spoon, graduated cylinder, hydrometer, carboy, bung, and airlock. Got to pull the pot out, but we have it because we're going to use that. And also today we will be using a muslin bag. So guys, make sure if you can go pick up a muslin bag from Walmart or anywhere that you can pick up one from, you can use that, or a cheesecloth, because we're going to take our almond milk that we get from the almonds and squeeze it out to use the milk to make this mead. But anyway, thank you guys. Happy Mardi Gras, and we about to let the good times roll, baby. Let's get to this process. Okay guys, so we are about to add 3/4 of a pound, which is 12 ounces of our raw almonds into our measuring cup. And the total amount altogether will be 1 pound of almonds. It's like I said, we using this to make our almond milk. So you can basically say this is the first part of the process. Trying to shake this out perfect so we can get this right at 12. Oh shit, almost be there. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. As you guys can see, we are at 12. So we are done with that. All right, so now we are going to add our 4 ounces of roasted salted almonds. And I'm about to get this Blue Diamond brand for false advertising. But each one of these little bags of the Blue Diamond roasted almonds says it has about 1.5 ounces of almond up in it. But like I said, all we need is 4 ounces. If I have any left, of course I'm gonna snack on it. I love almonds. So there we go. And I got a little handful left. Eat that later for a snack. But there we go. So now we're gonna put this to the side, and we are going to boil 3 cups of water so we can pour into our almonds. I might need another bowl or a bigger bowl to do this, but we're going to wind up doing that, pouring the water into this, guys, And then we're gonna let this sit for an hour once that water is up in there to help extract the flavors and also to blanch our almonds. But that's what we're about to do right now. Be right back. My bad, guys. I forgot to give y'all a little nuance to kind of brighten up everything. My apologies. But anyway, as you see, we have 3 cups of water. Got it poured on into there. And we're going to take that water and pour it up in our pot. And we are going to bring this up to a boil. And we want to bring it up to a boil to extract as much almond flavor and to get our almond milk out of the almonds as possible. So we put it up to high heat to bring this up to a boil pretty quick. So it shouldn't take that long. And once this come up to a boil, I'll show you the next part of the process. All right, guys. And like I told you, we'll be right back because within 5 minutes on high, this has come up to a boil. So now we're going to go ahead and turn our heat off. And we are going to get this pot. And we are going to pour our water on top of our almonds. And we are going to let this sit for an hour. So while it's sitting for an hour, we'll be doing other things. But through the magic of YouTube, we'll be right back. All right, so we went ahead and poured our almonds into our blender. And guys, if you have a blender, that's fine. And if you have a food processor, that's even better. But what we are trying to do now is go ahead and mix this up because we want it to get as liquefied as possible so we can get our almond milk. And as you see, we still have some water up in there, obviously. So we are going to go ahead and add another cup of water to this to give us a little bit more liquid. And once again, we are going to blend this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend this off camera because I don't want all that noise or whatever. So we'll be right back after we get this blended up. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have our almond milk. You can kind of see the consistency. Oh, and it's passing gas. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pour it into our muslin cloth that we have here. And basically squeeze the bag. We're gonna squeeze the bag out. We might have to do a little bit at a time to make sure that we catch it. So I'm gonna just show you me squeezing it so you can see me get the almond milk out here. And as you can look and basically see it coming out the cloth, the little droplets. But we're gonna squeeze this to get as much of the almond milk out. That's what we're doing, straining it and getting this milk that we need out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, guys, because this is gonna take me a minute to get as much as this almond milk out, because we do at least want about 2 cups. And that should be more than enough flavor or whatever. So I'll get right back with you guys as soon as I get this done. Okay guys, you probably hear a noise in the background. My son decided he wanted to wash his clothes late. But anyway, as you can see, we have this beautiful almond milk right here, and we're going to put in our half teaspoon of extract. And once again, like I was telling you guys, if you see right here, this is all extracts that we have. Butter, we have cacao, we have caramel, lemon, and almond. And this is the homemade vanilla extract that I had up in one of the videos once before, but we'll be using this vanilla extract to put up in our almond milk. But that's just to give you guys an idea. Like I said, you can use anything you want, anything you like. You can give it a try. It won't hurt. If you want to add a little flavor or try something else that helps, you know, you might have to start off in a small quantity to get a taste, to see how it tastes before you go overboard with putting in too much. Say about 1/4 teaspoon, half a teaspoon to start off with, fine, because some of these extracts are really concentrated and powerful. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into our measuring cup and see exactly how much we have. And I'm going to wind up switching this battery real quick because it's about to die on me. But let's go ahead and do it, guys. Alright guys, so we are now going to go ahead and add our 2 pounds of honey into here, and I'm going to go ahead and weigh that out. Okay guys, so now that we have our 2 pounds of honey up in our carboy, we're going to go ahead and get our almond milk and pour it up in here. Hopefully I have a steady enough hand so we can get this done. And as you know, we have the honey at the bottom, and it then already pretty much cooled down from when I was trying to warm it up to get it a little bit loose. So I'm gonna have to grab the water, and I'm using one hand, so gotta excuse me. But we go grab the water and pour it up in here, up in our measuring cup. And then we're gonna take that water and go ahead and pour it up in the jug. So we don't want that much, just enough so we can get this shaken and stirred up. Look at that pretty white cream on top, or that almond milk should I say. But we're gonna go ahead and grab our bung that we have, my extra bung, put it up in here, and we go shake this up. Now I'm going to do this off camera because obviously I can't hold the camera and shake it up at the same time. So, right back. Alright, so we got this beautiful, dark, in a sense, almond color from our honey that we mix with this. And also by us shaking up the almond milk with the honey. We also aerated our brew. And as you see right here, guys, we got our acid blend. So I'm going to go ahead and add the half a teaspoon of the acid blend in here. And then, let's say, you got to excuse me, guys, I'm using one hand here. We're going to go ahead and get our tannin. This is rough. See, that's why I say the magic of YouTube. As we can go ahead and put some tannin half a teaspoon of tannin in here and get our tannin up in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and top this up with our water, but I'll be grabbing that to put that in. Okay, so I went ahead and poured the mixture into our graduated cylinder so we can go ahead and get our OG gravity. And I don't know for sure if you guys can tell, but we are sitting at about 1.082. So that should give us a nice wine right around 10%. And we're going to pour this back in to our carboy, and then we're going to add the yeast, and I'm going to talk a little bit, so be prepared. Okay, so now comes the talk. Now guys, I know you're probably thinking in your head like he went through that whole process at the beginning to make almond milk from scratch. The benefit of this, as always, you know what you're putting into your brew. This is very important for a lot of people who pick up, let's say, almond milk from the store and really don't know what some of the stuff is up in it. Honestly, this route is a little bit more expensive when you're doing this from scratch, because the pound of almonds that I bought, the raw almonds, end up costing me around, like, I want to say around $7-8, and the 3 little packs that I picked up from a convenience store ended up costing me around $5. So, you know, you do the math, it's like I paid $13 or whatever. But I mean, everything is fair when you're brewing, so you can always spend a little bit more. It's up to you, or you can go the cheap route. So in other words, you can probably go to one of your local stores and pick you up some almond milk. But once again, I can't see how much it's going to cost. I think at Walmart, the almond milk is around $4 or $5. So, you know, tomato, you pick your poison. It's up to you. And you can substitute 2 to 3 cups of the actual almond milk that you put in this recipe from the store. So along with that, I'm going to also discuss the extracts a little bit, and I'm going to get some pictures and stuff going, so while I'm talking, you guys can have some eye candy and stuff to look at and listen to some nice Mardi Gras music. But I am telling you guys about the extract because I still have to make the video. I don't know how much I went over in one of my videos on how to make extract, but I'm pretty sure I broke it down. But I might put out a little short video for you guys to make to show you how to make your own extract at home. Like I said, I've been into my extracts because they actually help a lot when it comes to secondary for adding flavors. Because with this one, you guys could take 1 cinnamon stick, just one, and put this up in secondary after you rack this from the cardboard for the first time after your fermentation is done. You're going to put a stick of cinnamon up in there. Then you're going to get you one vanilla bean, cut it in half, split both ends, or both of the sides of the vanilla bean, and you're going to scrape the vanilla bean inside of your must, or your wine, whatever you want to say. You're going to go ahead and throw that up in there, and you're going to put that up in secondary. Now about that, you're going to have to taste that probably every other day or every few days, because you don't want that cinnamon and vanilla to stay up in there too long, because it's going to become a really powerful flavor. That's why I say it's good if you learn how to make extracts, because you can control the amount of each the cinnamon and the vanilla that you will be putting into this or whatever. You can also add any other flavor that you want, guys. Mardi Gras king cakes have pecans in them sometimes. They also use raisins up in them sometimes, and nowadays, like I say, even fruits like cherry. So you can mix it up, have fun, and find a little king cake mixture that works for you. But like I said, you can do whatever you want, you can do whatever you like. So that's why I was giving you guys the heads up or whatever. So I'm going to put the racking video up for you guys, for the racking and secondary, so you can check that out if you like. But if most of you guys on the channel, I would assume, know how to do this already, so you know what secondary or conditioning phase is. But I'll put that up for you guys so you can check it out. But we are almost done, because we're going to go ahead and get our yeast and put up in here. Okay, we are to the yeast. And guys, one more tidbit. I'm sorry. Okay, don't shoot me. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is also a very easy one to make, because like I said, all we are adding is the 3 cups of almond milk to this. Like I say, preferably the homemade recipe that I gave you at the beginning to make this almond milk. But also at the end of the day, this is basically a traditional base. I just added the honey, the almond milk, and the water. That's it. So basically a traditional. I didn't have to boil anything other than the water. I didn't have to cut any fruits up or anything like that. So I just want to let y'all know that this is really an easy one. So don't kill yourself saying, oh man, I'm not advanced enough to do this one or whatever. But like I said, we're having fun, and we're going to talk just a little bit about our yeast. So I'm using EC 1118 because I want this to go dry. Now, for the purpose of me wanting this to go dry is because, like I said, I want to use that other honey that I told you guys about earlier, so I can back sweeten this with that honey, because I want the notes of cinnamon and the buttery caramel flavor that it's going to give off to impart itself into our mead. But you can also use other yeast. You can try different yeast. I believe for this one, I would highly recommend try using a Belgian yeast, like Lallemand dry Abbey yeast, I believe. And they also have other Belgian yeast for beers, actual beer yeast for this. Now, I can't promise you that it's going to go dry, but that's a good and a bad thing, because if it doesn't go dry, this already would have some sweetness left behind up in it. But If it does go dry, you still would get the esters and the flavors of the yeast that the yeast produce up in your mixture. But like I said, we're not going to beat a dead horse. I know you guys like, could you please get this video over with? I'm just joking. I hope y'all not saying that. But we added our yeast. We're going to go ahead and add our airlock and our bone. And guys, this is another one done. Like I said, we are up in the Mardi Gras season down here, and it's time for those king cakes, which the king cakes is already out. Like I said, I hope you guys put your own little spin and twist on this one or whatever, because I love king cake and I can't wait till this one finish fermenting, and I'm gonna do my little tweaks and stuff. And as always, I'll add it to the description, put up in my notes what you can do. But once again, love you guys. Have fun and enjoy yourselves and be safe. And like I said, and I will be definitely enjoying my Mardi Gras holiday. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.